So I'm going to try to do something different. Is that I'm going to record the audio on my phone and see if sounds better. Because this is a quick update. It's not a better word, but I had to react to one of the most exciting news that I've received. We need to talk about the beginning of the Oscar season, the award season. This week was the Golden Globes and the Critics' Choice Awards in both television and movies or films or whatever. So it was on the Golden Globes were announced in Tuesday, and the Critics' Choice Awards television, I think it was on Monday, if I remember correctly, and the films were on Tuesday. I really have bad memory. It's Friday and I no longer remember the dates. And it was really weird with the Choice Awards because I remember on Twitter people talking about, Domhnall Gleeson receiving a nomination for the patient, and I went to see on Wikipedia and I couldn't find the nominations, and his Wikipedia page wasn't even updated, so I was like, is this real or fake news, whatever? So it was a little bit weird. So the Wikipedia page was only updated like way later, while the Golden Globes were more fanfare. As I said, it was a shock to me because Domhnall Gleeson's performance in the miniseries The Patient was acknowledged both by the Choice Awards and the Golden Globes, and it was only him. Stephen Carell didn't receive a nomination. A nomination for the series itself didn't receive. Stephen Carell didn't receive for Best Actor, but Domhnall Gleeson received for Best Supporting Actor. And, like, I didn't even have the time to analyze his competition and see if he can win. I was shocked that it was nominated because I don't think the miniseries that is on Hulu or no FX, I can keep track of the streaming service, but I don't think it was very popular. But I'm so outside of like the mainstream, like, because it's such a weird series. It's very slow pace. It should have been a film like a 1 hour and a half. Like, it was enough to tell the story, in my opinion, and it has such a downer. And so I don't think it was going to, if people were interested and started following in the beginning, I think people would lose interest. But I guess the Golden Globes and the Critics' Choice, people watched the mirror series and decided that Domhnall was good enough to earn a nomination. I don't know what to say. I think people were the fandom is very happy, but I think Domhnall is very underrated. I wish he was in better projects, but I think that the problem is, I think there's a trend that I noticed is that this was the year of true crime and serial killers. So it was, what's the name series? Dahmer. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the serial killer. he went viral, and in circular like podcasts, true crime, as I said, became popular. So I think the awards ceremonies are trying to attract this type of ceremony. So they nominated like actors who played serial killers, because it's like one of those like meaty roles, in paper. There's a lot of meat for the artists to work with, and Domhnall Gleeson who was the best parts of the miniseries, but it was weird because I don't think he's that famous compared to Stephen Carell. I think he served as executive producer, so I thought if the miniseries was going to receive a nomination, it was going to Carell. But I can't complain. I'm so happy. And we need to talk about his father, Brendan Gleeson. It's locked, like Brendan Gleeson is going to be nominated for most awards. And in a different year, he was going to win, but what's the names? The movie name? I forgot. Michelle Yeoh, I think is her name. The husband, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not going to pronounce the actor's name, but I think is going to win all awards, which is so sad, because I think Brendan Gleeson, this is his only chance for winning, because he has such a long career, and he had roles where he should have been nominated, even nominated in Bruges, The Guards, Calvary. Like, I think it was nominated for a BAFTA, but he didn't win, but he should have. And I think this year is his only chance to win an award, because he doesn't try to have Oscar baity roles. So if he doesn't win this year, I don't think he has another chance. But it's a really sad year, because I think both him and the actor in Everything Everywhere, I think they both deserve praise. I think they were the best supporting actors of the year. The worst news with these the announcements was the absence of Paddy Considine in the nominations for Best Actor or Best Supporting Actor for a series. He was the best. He had the best performance in the TV show that I've seen. Not only he has the best performance in TV show, I think, even considering films and miniseries and whatever, I think he's still one of the best of the year. And I think when the Emmys come out, I think he's going to maybe receive a nomination, because the people that are in that choose like the nominees, I think they are going to see that there was a backlash in his absence, and they are going to correct it for the next year. But also it's like the nominations, I don't remember when they are going to be announced, but probably it's going to be announced in the summer. It says it has passed 6 months. I think people, I don't know if people were going to remember. Maybe I'm being pessimist because nowadays things on the internet seems to be forgotten after a month. Like, you might think that I'm biased, and yes, indeed, I'm a fan of the books, but as a Stark fan, who doesn't like Targaryens, someone who watched House of the Dragon and is more excited for Rhaegar Stark and the Blackwoods, if they need to show up in season 2. I have to admit the series was so well done, and his performance deserved a nomination. I don't know why they did it. If I have to guess, thought they only needed to acknowledge Emma Darcy, which I think is a good actor, but they are going to, be present in the other seasons. And Paddy is only going to show up in season 1. Is the Sean Bean of House of the Dragon. And the actor is like Brendan Gleeson. He doesn't go for Oscar baiting, award baiting roles. He does whatever he wants. So there's that.